If you'd be faxing from outside South Africa, it's +27. Okay. In Africa, 1 in 4 people suffers from malnutrition. 25% of children are undernourished and 40% are stunted. 53% of pregnant women in Africa are anemic. According to the new Partnership for Africa's Development, NEPAD, malnutrition has multiple causes and the solution requires multi-sectoral action from African governments. Recently, the Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition and NEPAD signed a memorandum of understanding which they claim will significantly contribute to the reduction of malnutrition in Africa. Now, after all that, let's welcome Dr. Ibrahim Mayaki, CEO of NEPAD Planning and Coordinating Agency. Dr. Mayaki, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. So 25% of children are undernourished on the continent.
Absolutely. This is a figure which is which has to be attacked through sound public policies. One of the main obstacles that we have faced is that we supposed that food security was a condition to nutrition security, which is not the case. So given these deficiencies, it is absolutely necessary to mainstream nutrition issues in agricultural policies. And in our cooperation with GAIN, what we are going to do is mainly use our main framework about agricultural development and mainstream nutrition issues within that framework.
Okay, so what are the key interventions? Agricultural development and make this a mainstream issue, but is it not a mainstream issue for governments right now?
No. In terms of public policy design, nutrition has not been really taken into account. So what is necessary, for example, very concretely, is to develop homegrown school feeding programs, target very specifically what small-scale farmers can produce locally in order to provide with the local schools the necessary aliments, alimentation.
Because that's the challenge, isn't it? Providing the seeds, the capacity to produce, particularly for emerging farmers.
The challenge at the end is to provide to children the necessary vitamins, nutrients, and so on. In order to do so, there is a process which has to be followed.
Yes.
That process starts with a sound public policy which integrates nutrition as a priority. And nutrition being a multi-sectoral challenge, all the actors, the public actors, dealing with education, with health, with agriculture, have to coordinate their efforts in order to target these objectives of sufficient minerals and vitamins. And in that process, the school dimension is absolutely essential. So if we provide to school children the necessary nutrients, then not only can they perform adequately in terms of education norms and so on, but they can also provide a very positive impact in terms of socio-economic development.
Yes, but is there the political will? I mean, the challenge is also to sell it to governments so that you can reach a sufficiently critical mass of students, of kids in schools, to have that kind of access through the NEPAD agencies and GAIN institution. Is there political will there?
The main argument that we use is that the cost of hunger has a terrible social and economic impact. So it's an obstacle to economic growth and economic development. And this is the main argument that will trigger the political will in order to mainstream nutrition within the public policies. And we launched a study in 12 pilot countries in order to assess the impact of hunger in terms of social economic development. And that shows very clearly that if this aspect is not taken into account, the economic growth rates will be very strongly affected.
To make this memorandum a success, is there a budget allocation? Where's the money going to come from?
GAIN is a foundation based in Switzerland, created in 2001, which is a strong alliance, like a coalition of factors against malnutrition. NEPAD is the development agency of the African Union. We are the main actors in the implementation of CADEP, which is our agricultural development framework. Now, through GAIN, we will mainstream what we call SUN, which is scale-up nutrition, with very specific tools which can really enhance the nutrition dimension of our agricultural policies.
So the money is there?
Absolutely.
And the money will be channeled not through governments, but through the agencies themselves?
The money will be channeled through concrete programs implemented on the ground and results-based. So that it will be very pragmatic on the one hand, corresponding to concrete needs on the ground nationally. And the management of these resources will be results-based.
All right. Ibrahim Mayaki, CEO of NEPAD Agency, joining us this morning. Thank you very much for your time and talking about this. 1 in 4 people in Africa suffer from malnutrition. A scary statistic, isn't it? We're going to take a break. Morning Live continues after this. Stay with us.